Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to another video on the Stellascity channel. Welcome back to Project Eden's Garden. I hope everyone is doing well. So in the last part, we met our protagonist for the game, which is Daimon Maitsu, and we explore the academy that we were somehow, some way brought to with all the other ultimates, and now we are in some sort of investigation for some girl that died, who knows when, god knows when. Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get this other part of the prologue out before the first chapter of the game comes out, but no promises knowing me. I can get a little lazy sometimes. Sorry y'all. But anyways, no more talking. I want to go ahead and get right into it since we are at a good part of the game. Continue. This is so what happened at the start of the investigation. Toshiko, the makeup artist, Diana's her name, and Kai all left out because they were like, this is too much, even though this is a literal dummy. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh wait, that's the body. Our captors gave us a lot of information about this victim. To their credit, what's written on the tablet seems accurate, but I should inspect the body just in case. Damn it, it's just a doll, Daimon. Stop hesitating. It looks real, like crazy real. Alright, what we got going on here? The doll was slumped against the door, her torso soaked in blood. Parts of her shirt have been ripped open, exposing bits of bloody, indiscernible pulp. I think I'm not about to have the same problem I had last episode where I just could not read for the life of me for whatever reason. I quickly took a step back, trying to control my breathing to avoid throwing up. It's just a doll. There's no reason to be afraid of a doll. No, I honestly don't blame him. I'd be shaking in my boots too. I don't care if this is real or fake. A bloody knife lay next to the victim. It's safe to say that this must be the murder weapon. Bloody knife has been... Oh my gosh. I'm excited. Okay, so why do we have a random gun here? The initial sight of the doll shocked me so much I completely overlooked this rifle. Inspecting it now, I realized something. If the victim was stabbed, why was a rifle near her body? That rifle... Could just step back a bit? I'm curious about something. What? No, I think Daimon has to understand his size compared to John, bro. Like, you are like, what, 5'8"? This man has to be like a good 6'4". You lost that battle. Hey, you're messing with the crime scene. Ignoring me, he released the magazine. Yeah, the magazine of the gun with surprising ease. From the top of the magazine protruded a loaded bullet. Huh, that's interesting. This rifle hasn't even been used. Definitely a dangerous thing to have around. I'll put it down and guard it so nobody gets any smart ideas. I don't think anybody better than him holding it is insane. I don't think anybody would touch the gun though. Damn, a loaded gun? What was going on in the killer's head? Why bring a gun to the crime scene and not even use it, bro? Killers have a lot going on in their head. Won't even be able to dissect all that. Unless that gun was purely for intimidation, I think she had the gun. Something about it tells me that she had it. It's not very logical, but it'd be a twisted game to play with the victim. Yeah, I think she had the gun. Alrighty, is there... Oh, look at her hands. Yep, there's blood on her hands. And there's also blood on the assault rifle. It's hers. She did that. Her hands were surprisingly clean, all things considered. There were no other marks or injuries apart from her nails. It looks like there was dried blood underneath them? Why was there blood under her nails but not under the rest of her hands? Ugh. Ew, sorry, I'm like thinking about it. I don't like that. Look at the body more. They said that she had burns under her eyes, right? This girl has been stabbed repeatedly. I don't need a tablet to know that. However, her cause of death... You'd think it was a stab to the heart or something, but the tablet claimed blood loss. Taking a closer look, the wounds, they don't seem excessively deep. At least not deep enough to pierce her heart. So why would you think she got stabbed to the heart if it said If she died from blood loss, what does that say about the killer? They probably could have killed her quickly if they wanted. Did they want her to suffer a slow death? Damn, this is messed up. That seemed to be all the evidence. Nothing else was catching my eye. I should check the inside of the closet now. Oh yeah, because it's not like you can really... How do I get out? Oh, is it... What button is it? R? Are you sure you want to leave? Yes. Alright, let's go inside this closet. Because you can't get people's account. We weren't here for that. And the victim's already been found. Already. This is just a mock trial. Like the rest of the build... Why was I... Sound like a valley girl. Like the rest of the building, the inside of the closet was old and... Fuck. Sorry. No saying cuss words. It was the last place I want to dig through, but I had to gather as much evidence as possible. Otherwise, I won't be able to present a strong argument. Oh, yeah. He heard you have to present a strong argument, and that's all it took for him to be convinced. So what's this bucket right here? Why does it look like it has throw up? It's a bucket. Pretty typical thing to find inside a janitor's closet, but why is it randomly lying here? There's nothing inside it except... What is this smell? It smells like bleach? Bucket has been added to the truth. Bleach. Interesting. What's on the shelf? I love the music already. Warm body is insane. The shelf was packed with an assortment of towels. I briskly inspected them, lifting each towel to check for anything underneath. Many had gathered dust, but that was it. Nothing looked suspicious about them. I want to look at everything before... Is there like a button? You know how like in the Danganronpa games you had like a button to see what you were able to click on? I need to inspect before... okay. My fault. Let's just go ahead and talk to Cassidy, I guess, then.
Check it out!
Hey, check out what's behind this door. Saying that, she stepped away from the corner. It's a ladder. No shit. Doesn't seem like there's anything strange about it. Why was this brought to my attention again? She's probably about to... I don't like Daimon. I don't like this man. He gets on my nerves.
Dude, not cool.
I'm disappointed in you. Huh?
So hackneyed.
You call that thing a ladder when it's so obviously a step ladder? Aren't they practically the same? No.
Pardon me.
I have to agree with Miss Amber. Everyone knows an ace investigator must record his evidence as accurately as possible. Get him, Wolfgang. That's certainly what the victim would want. Oh. Bleh. A guy that doesn't get my references is no fun to be around. I'm gonna check on the peeps outside. Smell you later, lawyer man. Oh. Damn. So wait, was she upset that Wolfgang... She confused me. She's already out of here? Did she even investigate anything besides that stupid ladder? So going... Oh, so was it literally nothing important? Okay. Wolfgang, what do you have to say?
It's for the best.
We must make every effort to examine the crime scene as thoroughly as possible, not for the sake of entertaining the people who kidnapped us, but for the sake of the victim. After all, this was based on a real murder, was it not? That was what the tablet said, though I'm still skeptical about the validity of that statement. Didn't they already say that the culprit was caught, though? Or maybe not. I don't know. Eva, what do you have to say for yourself? What you got going on? There might be more clues around here. I'm gonna check this entire closet for evidence. No thanks. A person like her is probably more likely to cause a murder, not solve one. Nuh-uh. He's such a prick, bro. Alright, have fun with that. Like, shouldn't we also be investigating the rest of the closet too? I need to inspect the... What else is there? What else is there? Okay. Clock. There's a clock up here. Okay. There's a clock above the door. Doesn't seem like it works. Looks like that's everything around here. I have to check out the other end of the room. Got you. Let's go to the back of the closet. Is there anybody back here? A lot of y'all back here. Okay. Let's talk to Desmond first. Desmond, what do you have going on?
Gotta stay one step
I
ahead.
checked all the containers on the shelf. They're all full, with the exception of one, a bottle of bleach. The bleach that was used for the bucket. I'm trying to figure out what the bucket could have been used. The burn! She had burn marks. She was burned with bleach. She was burned with the bleach, huh? There was a bucket in the closet that reeked
Makes
of it.
sense.
That's probably not a coincidence, given this thing is supposed to emulate a real crime scene. It's crazy how much effort has been put into this. No, like, honestly, I'm not against having a trial in the prologue. I think that's cool. I can't think too much about what kind of situation we're in, or I'll never be able to handle it. Alrighty, trying to see, do they just want me to talk? I think they just want me to talk to people. Alright, Ingrid, what do you have for me? I'm not doing a country accent again.
Golly.
These shelves are real intriguing. Intriguing? Take a look. Some of the cleaning brands go as far back as the 80s and 90s. You recognize them? Because I use them. Why would you do that? Why are you judging her, bro? Always up somebody's ass. Be up your own, bro.
How should I put it?
Old chemicals do the job better, since there were fewer regulations about what's poisonous and all that. Just don't ask where I got 'em. Don't want to alert the fuzz. Oh, so she doesn't mess with 12 at all. She is not. Okay, good to know. I'm sure they don't care about her black market cleaning supplies. You never know. They care about everything these days. Winona, what's going on? Prick. She says that security camera, it's brand new. Now that she mentioned it, it does look out of place. You think it would have gathered dust like the other items in here? Did it recently get cleaned or something? My company's headquarters have similar ones installed, except these cameras are even more high-tech. Typical school, spending more on security than educating their students. Wow. That's assuming this is even the academy's doing. Is there more back here I'm supposed to... Ah, where'd it go? I thought there was something that I could click back here. Is there not? Camera. Does he want me to inspect the camera? It's another surveillance camera. Oh shit. Alright everyone, that's time. Look at you all. You investigated the crime scene so well. It's enough to bring a tear to my eye. Jokes aside, please meet by the elevator for the class trial. You should find it somewhere around the Tree of Ignorance. Interesting name. Don't make me wait too long. I might start getting zap happy. Could you imagine you're walking too slow because your leg hurts? Zap, zap, zap. Twisted ankle and you walking behind everybody else. Zap. Like, that's crazy. See you soon. Class trial? What the hell does that mean? Sounds like that's the end of our investigation. If we're done with this closet, we should go outside and talk to the others. Ooh, I really could have done the investigation with the rest of the first episode if I knew it was gonna be that short, but it was already 2 hours long, guys. I edited a 2-hour long video. Let me live. Oi, what the hell is a class trial? Your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, we're going to court. Court? Oh, he's a felon. He's going to put us on trial. Maybe that's where we'll talk about the clues we found.
Just saying.
It makes sense for our current situation. Investigation, clues, files. What else could that stuff be for? Good point. It does seem oddly similar to court procedures. Obviously, we're missing key suspects and witnesses, but they don't seem to be relevant in this case anyway. He mentioned that this elevator was near the Tree of Ignorance, right? He must be referring to the room with the tree. Probably, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. However, I don't recall seeing an elevator anywhere. Little does he know that shit's about to pop out of nowhere. Trust. Then what are we waiting for? Let's get our butts over there. She keeps treating this like a dumb game. If we're really on trial, going on trial, it's gonna be a nuisance to deal with. You'll be fine. It's not like you did it. We might as well follow her. One by one, everyone left. I guess I have no choice but to go as well. Yeah, stop being so stuck up. Come on. Oh, that scared me a little bit. So how do we get down there again? Yeah, okay. I feel like we need signs or something. I'm a little confused. I wonder if there's any way. Is there a map that we can access to? I don't know. May not be right now. Toshiki, what's going on? I think that's your name. Toshiko. Lord. How do you remain so stoic? Stoic at a time like this. Aren't you worried at all? No, not really. It's not like we're investigating some high-stakes murder. It's just a dummy, that's it. Yes, quite. I completely concur. She's obviously faking it. Without even looking at her face, I can tell she's sweating bullets. Just a little bit. Look at her. Look at her. It's bad. Anyways, come on, Toshiko. I almost called her Toshiki again. Call her Shiko. Short. Anyways, hey everyone. Oh, look at that ram. Now that like I'm looking at it, it looks suspicious. When I arrived at the tree, I saw that people were already bitter. Uh-oh. A big tree? Eden's Garden Academy? Overused religious symbolism is tight. Damn. I really hope we get let out after this. Can you confirm, liar chick? Why are you asking her? Come off the grass. She's clearly faking her talent.
Am I hearing you right?
And that makes her one of the bad guys? Who would want to fake their identity besides someone with a secret to hide? I bet she's the one who brought that gas bomb onto the train. And she didn't think to bring a mask to avoid passing out or whatever?
No one else is gonna say it.
If all you needed was a mask to protect you, then... Hey, don't look at me. I literally passed out. This helmet's got plenty of holes in it. I'd suffocate otherwise. He's got a point. No, the liar chick's totally sus. Just look at how calm she's been acting. She somehow knew that let's try that again. She somehow knew that dead body was a dummy. Then she poked it in the face? That's not normal. I told you it was my intuition. Intuition, my ass. It's not unbelievable. My gut told me we should inspect the doll. Now look at us. We're on a mission to solve her murder.
Any clue?
Right, like, why are y'all ganging up on this girl, bro? Like, he literally said get a move on. We don't have time to waste. And y'all are wasting time by accusing somebody. Where is this elevator supposed to be again? That's right. There's meant to be an elevator around here. But all I see is the tree of ignorance. Maybe we're missing something here? Is everyone in their original spots? That's cool. Or maybe we're being played for fools. Don't get mad. Figure it out. Like this ram. Does that not look suspicious to anybody else? At the base of the tree was a marble bust depicting a figure in a creepy mask. There were cracks all over the mask and one of the eyes was even missing. How old must this thing be? You noticed the statue too, don't you?
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
That's exactly what that reminded me of. Huh? Oh yeah.
Alright.
What's up with the statue? There's definitely something whack about it. I just can't put my finger on what. The mask is broken. There's a piece missing. Is that weird? The statue is probably like super old. It makes sense it'd be cracking and stuff. No, this definitely seems intentional.
Wait.
Like it's crappy on purpose? Even so, it's not relevant to the elevator, is it? Well, you know, maybe if we find the piece and place it on the back of the statue, something will happen, like a puzzle-solving game. That sounds kind of far-fetched, but it wouldn't hurt to try. You say we gotta look around for the other part of the mask? I'm not laughing like that, actually. Hold on to your butts, because I got the eye of a predator.
Whatever.
This isn't a never mind. With that, everyone started to search the tree again. Some people inspected the tree itself while others scoured around it. After what seemed like only a few minutes, Grace stood up frantically with something in her hand. Oi, everyone, I found it! We gathered... That one kind of hurt. We gathered around Grace to see what she was holding. Nice, that must be it. What should we do with it? Should we just stick it back in the mask?
Leave it to me.
Probably, yeah. I'll take care of it. Back off, Hercules. You ain't the one who found it. Hercules is crazy. Grace brought the piece over to the statue and slotted it right into the mask, and then nothing happened. Oh, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I spoke too soon. Suddenly, the ground we were standing on began to shake.
Golly.
Oh, golly.
Oh shit!
Are we about to die? I don't think so. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. I'm excited.
Yo.
Yo, I was right. That actually worked? A fucking secret passageway in a tree? I'd never thought I'd see that. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol of sentience, intuition, and understanding, exists here only as a barren replica. The tree Ignorance emulates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom.
Game over, man.
Oh god, now he's spitting random philosophy. We're so fucked. Kai is kind of funny. Like, he agitates me, but he's also really funny. Will this take us to the elevator?
What about...
There's stairs at the foot of the opening. What are we waiting for? Let's explore. Why the sudden rush? I want to get home, duh. If we get this over with, we'll get out of here quicker. It's simple math. Fair enough. Why is she so nervous, bro? So Shiko, what do you have going on? So we just walk in, do we? One by one, we approached the opening of the tree and descended into the darkness. Ooh. Oh, that's my... Sorry, I'm pressing buttons that I shouldn't be. This is an elevator. I see. The elevator is underneath the tree. Reckless investments, I'm telling you. With a rumble, the elevator begins its descent. We stood in silence, 16 worried strangers plummeting into the unknown. That's what we were, after all. Random people thrown into this horrible place. And for what? Some twisted man's game? A fake crime scene, an investigation, a creepy statue, an elevator in a tree? None of this was the work of your average kidnapper. This was something much bigger. And in no way could it be connected to Eden's Garden Academy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The elevator began to slow, snapping me out of my thoughts. I stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, the doors opened. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, look at the courtroom! In front of us was a large circular hall supported by marble pillars. In the center of the room, 16 podiums had been arranged into a circle. Were those for us? Welcome, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the elevator ride, even if it was a bit quick. As you can see, this is the trial room. Each podium has a name on it. Find your designated podium and stand there until I give out further instructions. And if we don't comply, then I'll zap you, of course.
Back off.
Not this zapping shit again. Just face it, Miss Madison. We have to go along with his demands. Looks like there's a few smart ones in the pack, eh? Well, come along now. We don't have all day. There was no avoiding it. We had to assume our places. I mean, yeah, y'all are being kidnapped. Like, y'all have a terrible disadvantage. Y'all have no idea what's going on. Y'all have no choice but to comply. Come on now. Alrighty. Ooh! Scanning the faces around me, everyone wore similar expressions. Ooh. Discomfort, anger, worry, it didn't end. We've been kidnapped and forced to play as pawns in some inane game. No free will, no choice in our actions. Ooh, their cards are cool though. I like Cassidy's. All we can do is move forward. We had to hope for an escape. A way to run from this twisted place. We had to solve this murder case. Would you like to save your game? I would love to save my game. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Let's view our trinket. These are all of our... we only have 5. So this shouldn't be a bad trial. Alright. Vows created by stitches and needles. Alright. Let's go ahead in session. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Also don't have to read that much. Amazing.
Let's begin with a brief explanation of the class trial.
I put it on auto.
The objective here is simple. Explain how the murder took place. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue what you believe happened to the victim. Should you all agree on the right answer, you will be free to leave this place. Should you all agree on the wrong answer, well, you'll find out.
Oh.
That's all there is to it. Have fun, everybody.
Scary, scary, bro.
Somebody, get me out of here.
Ooh. Uh-oh. What's he looking like that?
If this is something we must discuss, I know a good place to start.
Get me out of here, 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 get me out
Why
of here,
why is she tripping, huh?
get me out of here, get me out of here! Somebody get me out of here!
Why she's tripping, huh? Yeah, ooh. What happened?
What happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh shit! They fried her brain!
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Calm down. It's only a shock. She won't suffer any permanent side effects. If I wanted to see the brain dead bigger, I'd just turn on the telly.
Oh, the telly, he's
On
British.
that note, please, carry on.
Is she gonna be alright though? Like, holy shit, the people running this thing aren't playing around.
As you were saying, Wolfgang?
Right. The way I see it, the objective of this trap...
Uh-oh.
By the way, can I get like a seat with this thing?
Oh lord, like Kai, we don't got time.
Just gonna be an onlooker. It's only fair.
You're seriously not going to contribute?
Uh-oh, get his ass,
What
Desmond.
am I even supposed to do?
Uh-oh, get his ass, Desmond.
Put your detective hat on, buddy. We're here to solve a mystery.
We are here to solve this. Oh, this is about to be fun.
Who murdered that dummy chick, right?
Not who murdered her, how they murdered her.
Did that tablet not explain it?
It listed her wounds, yes, but it didn't explain how they were inflicted.
Probably because it's so obvious.
Ooh. Uh-oh, here comes
But,
Cassie.
Miss Amber, you didn't even read the tablet.
Well then.
And I don't have to.
Ah, okay, get her out of here. Get her out of here.
Would you look at that? A debate's already underway.
For no reason, bro. Like, is she okay? Is she? What's her Grace? Please. These guys are clearly confused. I need to stop them before they. Oh gosh, do you hear that? I wasn't even done reading. That's the sound of a non-stop debate approaching. Oh, fuck me. Okay. During non-stop debates, your classmates will speak one after another without interruption. Students may say things that contradict the truth. And it's your job to determine which statements must be broken in order to progress the trial. For your ammo, you have been armed with the truth bullets you gathered during the investigation. Truth bullets that are relevant to the debate will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Yeah, I don't know what I was about to say. Use the mouse to aim your reticule and... Do they want me to read these? You'll want to... You know what? I know how to play. I know what this is. A lie or contradiction may be hiding within a weak spot. Carefully compare your classmates' statements to the evidence you have gathered and use the correct truth bullet to destroy the relevant weak spot in typical Danganronpa fashion. If things are flying by too fast, use the space bar to concentrate. This will temporarily slow down time. Speaking of time, be sure not to run out of it. That's an automatic game over. Not that someone of your caliber would ever fail. Don't put that on me. Anyway, press the F3 key to revisit these controls whenever you wish. That's all for now. Don't jump to too many conclusions. Whatever you say. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Assault rifle.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Objection!
Uh-oh.
It's obvious
Okay.
what the murder weapon was.
Okay, Ace Attorney.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood besides that big scary gun?
Ah, that's right. There was a gun.
So it's something about
You
the...
hear that, liar man? She agrees.
Is it... The loudest voices in the room aren't always the smartest. Fortunately, an uninformed argument is never too difficult to shoot down.
The mystery was never about who killed Kara, but how she died.
Is that true?
Objection! It's obvious what the murder weapon was.
I didn't get a good look at the crime scene, but the body was pretty bloody.
And what could have spilt that blood
Alrighty.
besides that big scary gun?
Oh, fuck.
That's right.
Sorry.
There
What's
was a
the...
gun.
I didn't know what the
You
button
hear that,
was
liar man?
to shoot
She
it.
agrees. Besides that big scary gun.
Yes! Yes! I was scared for a second. I was like, please don't let me mess up on the first one.
Cassidy, can you stop butting in?
Uh-oh.
Barely investigated the crime scene to begin with.
Uh-oh.
Whoa, what? I searched that place from top to bottom.
Oh, lying ass, bro.
Alright, then tell me, how was a fully loaded assault rifle used as the murder weapon?
You're right, it was
Easy.
fully loaded.
It wasn't. Obviously, the shooter reloaded their gun to full
Somebody get her out of here, bro.
Any smart shooter could tell you that. Right, Desmond?
Why are you bringing me into this?
Except, the victim suffered multiple stab wounds to the torso. If the gun was fired, not only should the body have had bullet wounds, but there would be shell casings from the fired bullets. We saw neither at the crime scene.
Details.
Somebody get her out of here, bro.
If the gun didn't do that, chicken, what was the actual murder weapon?
Probably the knife that was... Somebody get Cassidy and send her home, bro. I'm so serious. Ooh. What was the actual murder weapon? Was it not the knife?
I got it.
Ooh.
The bloody knife. It's just so blatantly obvious. It was literally right next to the victim's body.
Cam's razor gotta ruin everything.
Who?
Interesting. Both the knife and the rifle were
Ulysses. I was about to say, how do you pronounce his name again? I just remember it being really cool.
Kind of weird choosing the inferior weapon.
Nothing beats the sting of a sharpened blade.
Oh. This is
If
true.
the killer
Well, I
didn't
wouldn't
use the
know.
rifle, why was it at the crime scene?
I think
Maybe
she
it
had...
came from inside the closet.
I think she had it. I literally think the girl had the gun.
Be storing a gun in a janitor's closet.
Yeah, let's use our brains here, Kai.
Man, I don't know. What if it's not even related to the murder?
Of course it's related. It's covered in blood.
Oh no. Everyone's starting to yell.
Uh-oh. This debate is getting out of control fast. I need to say something. Say something like what? You're not high and mighty. Anyways. What we got going on here? Wait, I actually wanted to check and see if I was still recording.
To reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
Aesthetics.
That's like your opinion, lady.
Uh-oh.
If the gun was broken, then the killer
would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
Watch it be for the aesthetic.
Okay, it's easy to assume the killer was the one holding the gun, but considering the details of the victim's death, I'm inclined to think other. Time out! Time out! Hold on! Hold, please. Hold on. Okay, so tablet. So what did the tablet say again? The victim is Koshinin, the ultimate teacher's AD, I think. Sorry, I don't know if I pronounced it right the last episode or not. She was stabbed in the torso 28 times. The victim also suffered chemical burns to the head. The most noticeable burns are to her. And what was the other one? Assault rifle? Fully loaded.
We're next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I'm trying to think.
I bet that gun didn't even work. These days, it's all about aesthetics over effectiveness.
Is
That's
it
like your
the
opinion,
gun
lady.
did it? I think it's
the gun was broken, then the killer would have no reason to bring it with them. And yet, they did.
So it's either I agree with Ingrid or I shoot down Winona's thing. It's one of those two. I'm trying to think.
Both the rifle and
because
the
her
knife were next to the victim's body.
Yet they opted for the knife. Odd choice.
I bet that gun didn't even work.
Fuck.
Oh, you agree?
Wait, the evidence Damon presented.
Okay, my fault,
To
my fault. I'm
reiterate,
trying to think.
Both the rifle and
I feel stupid. Hold on. The victim. $28. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot assault rifle with Winona's thing.
to reiterate, both the
Is there
rifle
any way I can
and
speed
the
this
knife
up?
were
Well,
next
I'm
to the victim's
scared.
body.
Why do I have a minute
Yet
left
they
already?
opted for the knife.
The gun was broken, then the killer
Fuck!
would have no
No!
reason to bring it with them.
I'm scared. I'm gonna lose on the prologue, bro.
Both the rifle
How do I?
and
Can
the
I
knife
speed time up?
were
I don't
next
think.
to the victim's
Why do
body.
I have 30 seconds
they-
left?
If the gun was broken,
Fuck, that's wrong.
are you out of it?
Yes.
That has
Just at this
To
point.
reiterate, both the rifle and the knife were next to
Fuck,
the
dude, I'm
victim's body.
cooked. I'm cooked. I'm
Yet they
cooked. I'm
opted for
cooked.
the knife.
Hold on.
Odd choice.
Why am I stuck already? Damn it, I missed my chance. I can't get anyone to... Continue. Okay. I can still turn this debate around.
the gun was broken.
I don't know. What the fuck? I knew it had something to be with Winona's thing. Explain it to me.
Stop that thought right there. If we keep assuming the killer had the gun, we'll end up running in circles.
And you know, I said that. I said that. I just don't know what that has to do with the tablet, though.
What? You think the killer was unarmed?
Alrighty.
No, they were definitely armed. With the knife. The reason they didn't use a gun is probably because they never had it to begin with.
Oh, I guess I can see how it says it's the tablet because it had the girl's profile
Easy.
on there.
The
Good
victim.
shit. I'll let it slide. I don't know why I was having such a slow moment.
Dummy had the gun?
If it wasn't the killer, it has to be her. She must have brought it to the closet. She was probably carrying it before the murder, but dropped it when the killer attacked her.
Oh my goodness.
I guess that
Imagine
makes some
like
sense.
Complete
somebody's
sense.
after you and you're hiding in the closet with a whole assault
I wouldn't
rifle
be so
as
sure
a
about
high
that.
school girl.
Aren't you overlooking something?
Uh-oh.
Huh?
What am I
The
overlooking?
victim was stabbed from the front, meaning she could have seen the killer coming, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If so, why didn't she shoot them?
A stealth attack. I bet the killer memorized her AI move.
I just don't think she was AI though.
Girl must have been killed before she had the chance to defend herself.
That's not technically true.
Uh-oh, what is he about to say to me?
There's evidence of a struggle between the victim and the killer.
Oh, her fingernails, her fingernails, her fingernails, her fingernails. Specifically, evidence that shows the victim attempted to fight back. Fingernails, her fingernails, her fingernails, her fingernails.
This is it.
Yeah, I got scared.
We found dry blood under the victim's fingernails, which implies she was clawing at her attacker. Of course, no explanation is definitive without photo proof of the killer, but I'm confident this is what happened.
Why would you resort to scratching when you're carrying a gun?
Sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
For using it?
It wasn't working. John, the thing. John, I'm not a gun person. John, explain it to them. I don't even remember what it was called. Okay, let me shut up.
That's where the fight happened, right?
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. How can we be sure the fight happened there?
Maybe the fight started in the hallway, and after it ended, her body was dragged into the closet.
If that happened, shouldn't there have been streaks of blood on the floor?
Oh, just about to say, there's no blood in the hallway.
Drag marks? Can't say I saw any.
It was merely a jest. No need to take it so seriously.
Why is she so scared? That's like
Instead of
where I'm
dragging the
confused.
victim, what if the killer carried her?
Grace, you gonna wake
I don't
up?
know why they would want to do that, but it would explain the lack of drag marks.
But then, wouldn't the killer have been covered in
Blood. Aye. It should have been
Aye.
everywhere. Those wounds were brutal. A few inches deep, I reckon. Carrying her would have done nothing to stop the blood flow.
Good point.
She was obviously killed in the closet. That's where the blood was.
Yes, you're right. I'm so sorry for derailing the conversation.
Please don't apologize. You're all good.
Moving on. That fight. The victim had the gun, but she was overpowered?
If she wanted to, she could have just, you know.
It doesn't make much sense, does it?
There must be something we're missing, something that explains how the victim was overpowered. Could have sworn that John messed with the gun and... Alright, I'll talk about... Alright, I'll talk about agree points. During the last non-stop debate, you would have noticed that some phrases were blue. Yeah, and it threw me off. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh? Those phrases are called agree points. They are the counterpart to weak spots. As the name would suggest, if an agree point aligns with the evidence you've gathered, you can use your truth bullets to prove it correct. Simply aim your ridicule as you would with a weak spot and shoot. In your pursuit of the truth, you must be prepared to corroborate your classmates' testimonies. When it would be wise to do so is for you to figure out. Good luck. Thanks. Anyways, this is so cool. Alright, let's keep it moving, keep it pushing. Bucket tablet victim's hands. Let's tablet. Okay, that's the bucket lane that had reeked of bleach and then dried. Okay.
And knocked the gun out of her hand.
By the sounds of it, those two did have a crazy tussle.
But she still carried a gun. So why didn't she shoot?
I bet that girl didn't even see them coming.
Maybe
The
she
bleach,
thought
the
killer was
bleach,
her
the
friend.
bleach, the
I know
bleach.
I wouldn't hurt a friend.
Would I use the tablet or the bleach? The bleach. It said that she had burns to her eyes. It said she had burns. The tablet.
Didn't even see.
Yes! I love having my smart moments. Love it.
John actually has a point. The victim probably couldn't see what was going on. According to the tablet, she suffered chemical burns to the face and eyes. That sort of injury would have effectively blinded her.
Possibly.
Also, inside the janitor's closet, there was a large empty bottle of bleach. That's probably the chemical that caused the burns.
Probably.
Blinded with bleach? That's horrible.
Oh, indeed.
All that pain, yet she still managed to fight back.
She sure put up a struggle. Without a gun, I guess the next best thing was her hands.
So the killer was definitely the one who blinded her.
Indeed. Knowing she had a gun, he blinded her to make her less dangerous. Then, when he pinned her against the door and stabbed her, she tried to retaliate.
Until eventually dying from her wounds.
Jeez, this is brutal. Couldn't they have toned down the violence?
Girl, it's a murder.
The past is in the past, and we can't change that. All we can do is solve her untimely death, eh?
Yeah.
I mean, by the sounds of it, we've already figured it out, right?
No. Not yet.
Seriously?
Close your mouth.
But we've already discussed so much.
Yeah, y'all gave me a headache.
We know she was armed. We know she was blinded. We figured out how she died. How is this not a closed case?
Please understand, I'm proud of everyone's hard work so far.
Oh, he's so nice.
Because of you, we're one step closer to bringing the victim justice.
And plus, y'all should...
This was never about
Y'all should be listening to the lawyer who has probably dealt with murder cases before, and he knows when everything in a murder case has or has not been solved. Like, some of y'all are what? Y'all make music. Come on, like, y'all don't know shit about this.
However, we should think of this case like an equation.
Ooh. Okay. I'm listening.
Knowing how it works is only half the struggle. Now we need to figure out why.
As in, the motive?
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
You speak like we have any information on the killer. The man's a stock image. He doesn't even have a name. What are we supposed to ascertain from that? That he's a non-character?
Not every answer will be written down for you. Sometimes actions speak louder than...
Who's about to cut him off?
Whoa.
Oh, okay. Welcome back.
Grace?
Right, like, good morning.
What? Since when was Grace back to normal?
Right now, soybean.
Oh, shit.
Watching you guys try to solve this mystery has been like watching a dumpster catch on fire.
Oh.
I guess all that smoke must have clouded your vision, 'cause there's a big-ass elephant in this room.
Okay.
An elephant in the room?
Right, why are we all confused?
Too much credit.
So the killer incapacitated that girl. She had a gun, it makes total sense. Problem is, you've yet to explain how he used the bleach.
That's where the
I
bucket...
sort of assumed he spilled it on the victim.
Right.
But then it would have
tipped the bottle over her.
But then it would have gotten everywhere.
That bottle is where the bleach came from, sure. But I doubt the bottle itself was involved in the murder. When we found it, it was neatly ordered on a shelf near the back of the closet. The gun and knife were just thrown on the floor. So it's weird this weapon was handled so differently.
Do you think the killer just poured the contents of that bottle into something else?
The bucket.
Sure, before the actual murder took place, I'd say.
Jasmine is so cool to me.
And what is this something else? Go on, explain it before this dumpster turns molten.
She's really stubborn about this, but I get the point she's trying to make. I'm glad you do. Before we move on from this subject, we need to make sure its logic is completely sound. All right then, let's put out this fire. He can be funny sometimes. Alrighty, that's where the bucket comes in. Oh shit, they're giving me 4 bullets?
Well, if the original bottle's been emptied, where'd the bleach go?
Into another bottle?
No.
What about a container?
Does that count?
There were a bunch in the closet.
I bet the killer had a secret water gun. So when the victim came in,
That would be cool, but no.
he squirted her in the eyes.
No.
Hey, The ink vanishes when the battle's over.
So I guess
Fire Brigade, Grace.
Mark's funny. Okay, let's go ahead and agree with Ingrid, I'm pretty sure.
Vatican.
I got it.
Okay, I was about to say, it made the noise. Alright, let's see what we got.
She's correct. The killer put the chemicals in a bucket. Or, more specifically, the same bucket we found at the crime scene. After all, it reeked of bleach.
It did.
If the killer didn't use it to transport bleach, what else did they use it for? Personal cleaning? I doubt it.
Yo, that makes sense.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Okay, cool. So, how'd the killer use that bucket to spill bleach in the victim's eyes?
It would be a fairly heavy bucket, so it's unlikely he threw it on her.
She'd shoot him before he even had the chance. Use your brain, mate.
Of course, my apologies.
It's a good question. How was the killer able to get a hefty bucket of chemicals into the victim's eyes? Especially without her knowing. I'm trying to think. Don't throw me into a non-stop debate. There must be some kind of clue I'm missing here.
Even if he did manage to splash her, the girl should have sustained intense facial burns. However, aside from her eyes, her face...
Well, if you check the tablet, it said she had burns to the
Oh, on her scalp too? I didn't see that.
To the scalp? How does that work? Unless those chemicals came from above?
Above? Yes, that's right, above.
Did the killer somehow suspend the bucket in the air? Maybe there was a mechanism that made it tip over when someone entered the room.
The door?
Where's this bucket supposed to be again?
Is it the step?
Above. Which, well...
Don't talk to me.
Killer hiding above the door frame?
There's no way they were up there. There's nothing for them to sit or hold on to. Not to mention, they couldn't have stabbed her from up there.
And if there's no place for the killer to sit, then there's no place for the bucket to sit.
Unless you take into account the size difference. The space above the entrance might not be able to support a person, but it could still support something as small as a bucket.
And that thing supporting the bucket?
Sorry, I'm so quiet. I'm like trying to take everything in and I'm trying to pay attention so that way I don't miss anything. The killer wanted two things: for the bucket to be above the victim and for it to spill on her when she entered the room. Right. In other words, he needed to balance the bucket. But on what? Was it the door?
I got it.
Okay. Because the step ladder was too small.
I don't know how we overlooked this, but I've got it. The killer just balanced the bucket on the door.
Yeah.
Like in those water bucket pranks people film?
Yeah, you've probably done a couple of those.
Exactly.
I need you to
When
try
the
what
victim came
happened to the
room,
victim.
She
That
pushed
was
open the
mean,
door
I'm
and
sorry.
caused the bucket to fall on her. This would make it so she couldn't shoot back or even get a chance to see her assailant. When the bucket hit the ground, it probably rolled away. That'd explain why we found it a couple feet from the victim.
That is a possibility, yes.
It sounds like the best conclusion.
There's just one problem. How was the killer able to reach that high?
The step ladder that Cassidy was talking about. She was so serious and adamant about that step ladder.
Well, let's use that as our next point of discussion. How did the killer set up this trap?
With the step ladder. The step ladder. To balance that bucket on the door, the killer would need to reach pretty high. Was there anything at the crime scene they could have used as a boost? The step ladder. If I can answer that, it'll add further credibility to my theory. The step ladder next to the yes.
This is it.
Right behind the door. She did point out it was right behind the door.
Behind the
Why would you leave it right behind the door, bro? I mean, people would have guessed that it was still the step ladder anyways, but still, like, hide it.
Figures.
My precious step ladder? You think the bad guy used my super duper obvious step ladder?
It's not your step ladder.
Occam's razor.
Yes, it appears our killer didn't care much for subtlety.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no matter how obvious it seems, it's the only answer that makes sense.
It was the only knick-knack of its kind, too. If there's something else that killer could have used, it's escaping me.
I see. It makes sense with what we've got so far.
mm.
But I'm not done yet.
My goodness.
I still have one last question for you apes.
My goodness.
Please just leave us alone. Oh, I'm so tired.
Then go home.
Hey, don't be like that. Grace may be loud, but her questions have really helped our discussion.
Tell him, Diana.
Anyway, what was the killer doing when that bucket poured onto the girl's head?
He obviously didn't just stand there and observe.
I have to agree, they must have been hiding somewhere, waiting for her to arrive. Somewhere nearby, I'd assume. I'm trying to think. Don't have me spot select again. Where was the killer hiding? Wouldn't it be behind the door? Or in the back of the janitor? It's in the back of
the door.
Wouldn't the stepladder?
You can still hide behind the door. Y'all are some in the back of the.
I got it.
There you go. You can still hide behind the door.
The killer was hiding in the back of the closet. If he was pressed up against the furthest shelf and facing the entrance, there'd be a diagonal path between him and his victim. I say diagonal because that's the only way you can make a direct charge forward. Also, when the victim entered the room, she would have been standing with her back to the hallway, right outside the killer's range. That's why the stab wounds were only made to her chest.
Right. I still think you could have hid behind the door with the stepladder. I'm just saying.
We found. Great job, guys. We're actually doing it.
That was the last mystery, right? We must have put everything together now.
Even if it's all fake, I feel really bad for the
Right. Like, I
victim.
want to know why
It's an
he
ugly
did this to
sight,
her.
But she's no victim.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Right. Tell me about this.
Well, technically she is, but let's be real. The girl was carrying a gun. She probably provoked the killer, and they killed her in self-defense. It's a clear-cut case of the hunter becoming the hunted.
But damn, for like you to set up, right? Like, for you to set up all of that just to.
There's no justifying murder. Killing a woman is the worst thing a man could do.
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
You're emanating a sizable amount of emotional tension. Are you okay?
Yeah,
There's
that's
no
what I'm.
excuse. There never was an excuse.
Oh shit, y'all done pissed him off.
28 stab wounds. No girl, no person should ever suffer Kara's fate.
28 stab wounds.
Wait, who's Kara?
28 stab wounds. I was wondering, I'm sitting reading like the truth bullet, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, being stabbed in the torso 28 times is reminding me of Detroit Become Human.
It was the victim's name. Didn't anyone read the tablet?
I agree with you, dude. But you don't have to shout out your point.
Uh-oh, the nonchalant character becoming chalant is crazy.
Oi, what's all this about? We've figured out the case. Stop trying to drag it on.
No. We're not finished here.
Oh shit.
Huh?
Right.
There's no murder without a proper motive. We need to discuss why Kara died.
I am not going this far for a fictional murder case.
Uh-oh.
We aren't
Why are we
looking for a
beefing?
murderer. We're looking for answers, which we have.
Why are we
You
beefing?
turned in a half-finished exam, Winona. An essay without its conclusion.
Uh-oh.
This isn't about efficiency. This is about being right. Or do you, a supposed entrepreneur, not value integrity?
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
Right, like, where did this come from? He does not play about his women,
There's no
bro.
harm in doing that, right? Well, what was the motive? Was the killer fighting for their life? Or were they going out of their way to murder?
Maybe the gun freaked him out.
If I was in the killer's shoes...
I'm trying to think, like, is there any way that the girl could have set that up for the
Thing
killer?
is, well, acting out of self-defense is possible. Since when does it look like this?
Given the severity, I'd liken it to a crime of passion.
Something done on impulse?
What if they were frightened? A spooky thing might have set them off big time.
That's wrong. There's no way this was done in self-defense.
I'm about to say, putting a bucket
What excuse the killer
of
uses,
bleach
it
on
doesn't
a
change the
door
fact they
is
have blood on
not
their
self-defense.
Yo, bud. You seem a little pressed.
He's real passionate about this.
I won't allow this.
Why is he so okay, time out. Wow, things are getting emotional, right? Because what is going on? While you've been using logical arguments to further the trial so far, now might be a good time to change your approach. Introducing the pathos mechanic. During non-stop debates, the emotionally charged commentary of your classmates will appear as purple text. These comments are called pathos statements. You can absorb these pathos statements by hovering over them with your reticule and pressing E or LT. I think that's for like controller users. I don't know. The pathos statement will then be loaded into your truth cylinder. Okay. Oh, I forget I can click. Find a weak spot that is directly contradicted by the pathos statement and fire. If successful, you will make a powerful emotional argument to counteract your opponents. Stay on the lookout for pathos statements. While you'll always be able to advance the trial using pure logic, emotional arguments can lead to some unique conversations. Okay, what do we have going on? Let's calm Wolfgang down because he's throwing people off.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
There is no way to justify this.
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm?
Oh shit.
This was the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals. This could have been self-defense.
You don't even know the damn killer. Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice!
Oh shit, bro.
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you.
Right, he's a lawyer. Like, hold on, time out, pause. This man is a lawyer. Like I said at the beginning of the trial, this man is a lawyer. He has seen the stuff like this. He knows.
To kill Kara so easily and without restraint.
So do I have to grab the bullet?
Take a chill pill, man.
You expect me to stay calm?
Like he has
seen the sadistic killing of one of humanity's brightest.
We shouldn't make a lot of assumptions about the killer's morals.
I just can't believe that I have been telling y'all this man is a lawyer. This is not his first rodeo.
Just the crime scene they left behind.
This killer, dead or alive, deserves to be brought to justice.
You tell him, Wolfgang.
But how can we do that? There's no reason to trust you.
Hello? Hello? They told me
have no proof.
They told me to grab it with E. Was I just lied to, bro?
Reason to trust you.
Okay.
If you have no
So I have that, and then I need to hit her statement. Because again, like I'm saying, for the 9th time in this trial, he is a lawyer. He knows.
There's no
yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Ooh.
Expertise shouldn't be overlooked here. If there's anyone to believe, it's the lawyer.
Who has... Thank you, because I'm so sick. I'm so sick.
Say what?
Right, he is a lawyer.
Wolfgang has spent his life in the courtroom and on the crime scene. He'd understand the criminal mind in ways we can't possibly imagine. He was even emotionally invested in a murder case he'd never seen before.
I understand you, Wolfgang. Don't worry.
Was in the wrong, and we have no reason to disagree. We're all ultimates for a reason. We need to trust in talent.
Well spoken. If Wolfgang is adamant about the killer's intentions, we should have faith in him.
Yeah, Wolfgang's clearly trying his best for us.
That's what I'm...
Let's trust in the lawyer and his bargain bin buddy.
Hey! If it means going home, then new guys convinced me.
Right on! Team Wolfgang all the way!
That's what I'm saying, bro. And it took y'all that long to realize. Wolfgang, I got your back.
Thank you all for your support.
Yeah, wait, no, you look stupid.
Do you still disagree?
Even if I did, it's not worth pursuing.
Damn.
Does this mean we're done here? Hey! We're disembodied voice! We've figured out your stupid
disembodied
case.
voice.
Now let us leave!
Damn, not bro with the sleep. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey.
You're finally done.
Yeah, I think so.
I stopped paying attention a long time ago.
Asshole.
What? We only went through this case because of you.
Silly me, I have a short attention span. So, just for my own benefit, why don't you summarize the information you've learned?
I don't feel... Oh, is that... Do I have to do the comic stuff? Uh-oh. Practice?
I'll do as you ask. I'll present the truth.
We'll present the truth together.
I don't want to present the truth with you, respectfully.
Let's dig into it.
Yep. It's time to bring this trial to an end. It's time for the closing argument. During the closing argument, you must summarize the case from start to finish. Naturally, your medium will be a comic book. Since the class trial has a relatively good understanding of the case, some parts of the comic are already complete. But it seems your peers have glossed over the smaller details, judging by those gaps in the story. To fill those gaps, you have been provided a collection of stock panels. Use the WASD keys to navigate your stock and press the space bar to select a panel. Hover your mouse over the relevant gap and press the left key to insert the panel. If you wish to undo your selection, simply press the space bar again. Don't forget the Q and E keys. Those are how you flip between pages. By the way, gaps will reveal a hint if you hover over them. If you ever need to revisit this information, the control panel is only one F3 key away. Now stand up straight and fix that tie. We've got a case to close. Yes. Yeah. Alright. So what was the victim carrying? The victim had a gun. Oh wait, I don't get to do that yet. Okay. What was poured into the bucket? Let me see what I... Hold on. How did the killer reach the door frame? Is that... I think that's the step ladder. Okay, cool. Okay. How was the trap triggered? Says nothing about the door. What did the victim do when they were stabbed? What is these ones again? In the janitor's closet. Hold on. Where did the killer... Oh, right here. And then this one says, what was the victim carrying? It says nothing. Oh, hello. Assault rifle. Put that there. Yeah. Okay. What did the killer pour into the bucket? Hold on. How was the trap triggered? They claw up in there? Okay, cool. And then pour into the bucket. This is the bleach. And then the last one. Oh, I didn't see the opening the door part.
I got it.
Got it! Wrap this up, Daimon. Excuse me. Are we gonna have fire music?
The victim was Kara Koshkinen, the ultimate teacher's aide.
Oh. Ooh. Is it not on auto? There you go. Because I just want to jam out to this music.
Right before her death, she was wandering around the academy carrying a large assault rifle.
I'm surprised nobody caught her and said, hey, why are you carrying that?
That was probably when our unnamed killer, who was armed with a knife, spotted her.
And decided he'd put her to eternal rest. He slid inside that little janitor's closet, where he began hatching a deadly scheme.
This music goes so crazy.
They needed a way to surprise the victim, who was better armed. The killer grabbed a bottle of bleach from the closet and poured its contents into a bucket.
That's because they wanted
I
to
like
buy
how
her
in this
flashing
game
that bleach in
everybody
her
gets
eyes.
to help summarize instead of just the protagonist.
little
I think that's
bastard.
cool.
But to do that, they would need to set a trap and catch the victim by surprise. The killer moved a stepladder behind the closet door and climbed up it to reach the door frame. There, they carefully placed the bucket.
That way, when the victim opened the door, the bucket would empty its contents all over her.
After completing this setup, the killer retreated to the far end of the janitor's closet and waited for the victim's arrival. The killer could have made noise to attract the victim's attention. Either way, the victim tried to open the door.
And, the bleach splashed all over her. Her scalp, face, and eyes were severely burned.
Youch!
The killer leapt from his hiding place and began viciously attacking Kara. In his fit of rage and cruelty, he stabbed her from the front 28 times.
While being stabbed, the victim tried to fight back by clawing at the killer. This left the dried blood under her fingernails. However, it didn't deter the killer, and the victim eventually died.
At present, we don't have enough information to reveal the killer's true identity, but their actions haven't been forgotten. That is the truth behind this case. Well, are you satisfied?
Sorry, I was eating
Measly
during that.
relax. Poor Horace would be beside himself.
Who the hell is...
No one cares! We've done your end of the bargain. Now let us out already!
Don't get
That
zapped again.
is what I promised, isn't it? Alright, I'll let you leave this room. But before I do, may I be frank with you all for a second? This entire time I've been hiding behind a speaker, afraid to show my face. My heart tells me you'll react cruelly to it.
What, are you ugly?
My head, it raises a compelling argument. Who cares what others think? Shouldn't I get to have a little fun once in a while?
Uh-oh. His voice? Uh-oh.
Let's do away with these silly boundaries already. It's time we meet face to face.
Oh, I'm excited.
What was that all about?
I'm about to meet the person that kidnapped y'all.
Everybody, look over there!
Uh-oh. He gets an anime. Uh-oh. He gets an animated cutscene. I'm scared. Who is this man? Hold on. He's kind of cool, though.
Toss away those pickaxes, peasants. The walls have finally crumbled.
Wait, he's kind of
What
cool.
will you do now that you've reached the other side?
I knew that it would be
Will you
something with the
treasure this
ram because of the
land,
statues and
serve
whatnot,
it,
but this is fire.
Will you set it ablaze? Well, peasants,
Set your heart
have
ablaze.
you made your choice?
Yo, what the fuck is going on?
That is funny. This person, his voice, and mama, a girl behind you.
Are you the speaker guy?
Speaker guy?
No, no. You don't address your superiors like that. Within the
Ew.
halls of this academy, you'll refer to me by one name, and one name only.
His Highness, the great
Ex-
and powerful
oh.
Tozu, host
So
of
this
the
is
Killing
Tozu?
Game.
Okay.
Mama, a girl behind you.
Right, shouldn't y'all be more scared? Class trial and... Alrighty. Don't even show me my score. I don't want to know. Okay. Or you can call me Tozu for short. His design is cool. Hey, what do you mean killing game?
The show must go
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Oh, he's a little scary looking. Quite the contrary. This is only the beginning.
That's...
Of what? I like how he's human and not like an animal mascot. Isn't it obvious? You, my dear subordinates,
Blood is rushing.
are going to kill each other. Ooh, his eye changing is cool. I need y'all to... That's like... That's not... Oh, that's not funny. I don't think he was joking. But you said we can go home if we solve the mystery. Well, give you peasants an incentive. It's not my fault you took it the wrong way. What are you talking about? You lied to us.
Rubbish.
Lied? Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm a fair man, a man sworn to the truth. And if I recall correctly, should you all agree on the right answer... I specifically said you could leave this room, not go home. You sneaky son of a bitch. You're full of shit, man. There you go, losing control of your voice. That's how you know you've lost the argument. Logic is a cowardly thing like that. It'll jump ship the moment it's confronted with a challenge. He didn't lie, did he? He said he never lies. So when he said this was Eden's Garden Academy... Bullshit, what the hell am I doing believing someone like him? There's no other way around it. He's lying. Hey, why didn't you tell us about your dumb game sooner? And watch you peasants run away? I can't host a game without any contestants. Please don't do this. I just want to go home. I want to be with my family. Please just let me go. I'm gonna be so sad if anything happens to her. I'm so serious. She's like the sweetest human being ever. There's no need to cry, Miss Tolner. Huh? We're all civilized here. No one is going to kill simply because they've been ordered to. What's this? The peasant has a rebuttal?
Let's see.
A match between unprepared, unfit players. You could hardly call that a match. In much the same way, this game you proposed, a killing game between students who don't have the heart to kill. Do you seriously think we'll abandon our morals so quickly? Yeah, that's totally... He's definitely gonna kill. I need to make my predictions. But I think he's gonna end up being a killer. I think he's gonna think about, like, something that he has to lose. And it's definitely gonna be, like, his influence and his following and all the money that he gains. Yeah, he's definitely gonna kill. We're, like, super boring people. We don't have what it takes to do something like this. My heart is terribly soft. Softer than the most delicate piece of mochi. When I see a fly in my room, I catch... Excuse me, the chicken was good, bro. When I see a fly in my room, I catch the poor deer in a jar and return her to nature.
I would never...
My mochi heart would melt otherwise.
I see.
I see. That's your argument, is it?
How interesting.
So, what has you so convinced? What do you mean? What makes you think the people in this room lack the heart to kill? Do you even know anything about them besides their name and ultimate talents? If you do, then tell me regarding killing, where do they stand? Are they okay with murder if it's for the greater good? Are they okay with murder if it guarantees their survival? Sorry, I'm thinking. Is where they currently stand on the issue the same as where they're willing to stand? Go on, you've had a couple of hours to get to know everyone. That's plenty of time to learn their life stories, right? He kind of got you there, Wolfgang. But I'm trying to think back to the people who was defending, like, the killer during the trial. So I'm thinking of Winona and Eve. I could be completely wrong, but I'm trying to think if like the people who were going against Wolfgang and saying that the victim like was also a killer in herself, like does that foreshadow what their roles are going to be in the story? I'm trying to think, but I don't know. I'm probably overthinking it. Should I take that as a no? Goodness, what a surprise. Not. You wouldn't be here all dressed up in that fancy suit if you were so naive. He's eating Wolfgang up. I'm sorry.
Such a spoil.
Oh, and one more thing. That trial you just did, that was your preparation for the killing game. How? All you did was make us play the detective. And for good reason. Ooh. If one of you is killed, the remaining students will participate in the true class trial. Your objective here is simple. Uncover the culprit, if you can. Using evidence you've gathered during the investigation, you will argue who you believe committed the murder. The results will be decided by popular vote. And if you choose the right person, they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue. However, if you choose the wrong person, the guilty party will be set free and the rest of you will be executed instead. Those are the rules of the game. Everyone understand? Oh, it's getting serious. It's getting serious. All of us will be executed? That's not fair.
Isn't this lovely?
Really? I think it's one of our most beautiful rules. Everyone has an incentive to participate in the game, innocent or otherwise.
What's happening?
That's insane. You're treating us like pigs to slaughter. Nonsense. All of you have the chance to survive this game. Do you think the common butcher is so merciful? By the way, if no guilty party ever escapes... Yeah, just making sure I read that right. If no guilty party ever escapes, the killing game will end when there's only 2 students left. You may want to remember that. Or maybe you don't care. It depends on what kind of person you are. Out of the 16 people here, only 2 will be allowed to survive. 2 people, that's hardly better than if somebody gets away with murder. I know! That's what makes it so funny. Most of you will die no matter what, and yeah, every passing trial you'll all cling to life more desperately, and that exact mindset is what causes more murders to happen. Aren't those rules simply brilliant? A perfect test of the limits of human compassion. I can't wait to see all of you in action. I'm not doing his evil laugh. I wouldn't be able to bring it to justice. Ooh, did he just hurt himself? The madman's loud, tinnitus-inducing laughter was suddenly cut off by a well-timed strike from behind. Who just hit him? Was it Grace? I knew it.
I've said it a million times, you mangy fucking mutt! I want nothing to do with this stupid
Is she about to die? Is she about to die? Is she about to die? Guys.
Ow, 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 ow! Stop it!
Guys.
Since you've made it clear you won't listen to reason, I'll just make sure you
Guys.
have no arms to kill with!
Guys.
Do you even listen to when I talk? I'm not the one doing the killing. It's you lot who are...
Grace dove her fist directly into his stomach. She followed it with another blow and another. And when it looked like she wasn't going to be satisfied until he was dead, I saw it. From out of nowhere, a tiny... Stop it! A tiny red dot appeared on Grace's face.
Stop already! There's a...
But before we could do anything... With me? Are you serious? Are you serious? The sound of a gunshot echoed in our ears. Did it miss? Grace released the man from her grip. Speechless, she moved her hand to her cheek, which had been nicked by the Oh man, let me tell you something. I was about to be so upset and heated. I was about to be like, no way, she dies before we get to see her in action. I was gonna be so upset, so sick. Oh my goodness. Who is that? We all looked in the direction the shot came from. The shooter stood silently by the pillar, a trail of smoke rising from the mouth of her rifle. Her mask. The design was a panther instead of a goat, but it was clear she was working with him. So there is multiple people. You shot at her. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Everyone slowly backed away from Tozu, suddenly fearful for their lives. What a shocking and unnecessary display of violence. Get out. I was talking about the golfer woman. Well, now that you've become acquainted with our enforcer, Mara, if any of you kids try to jeopardize the killing game, such as by attacking me, she'll be there to put an end to your shenanigans. Even though she misses her shot. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? That was just a warning. I assure you, it'd be unwise to further test her sharpshooting ability. Regardless, I have finally an answer to your previous question. You asked me if I knew anything about my friends besides their names and talents. Truthfully, I don't. But I'll continue to trust them as if I do, because they're ultimates. Huh. They are, they got the ending MC motivational protagonist. Wow, just also great music going on. I didn't know what to call it. They are charged with the betterment of society. They've proven themselves to be above simple acts as self-interest.
We will not succumb.
Even if you trap us, fire guns at us, and force us to endure farcical room court procedures. He is right. Grace was trying to compose herself, still clearly shocked by her run-in with death. No matter how weird these guys are, they're talented. Do you really think an ultimate would fall for this bullshit? That's right, my friends and I have too much to live for and too much to achieve. We won't throw all of that away for your killing game. I don't know if I'm friends with Kai, but I mean, shit, it is what it is. We're all going to escape. We have to. One by one, the students raised their voices in solidarity with Wolfgang. All of them were so confident in what they were saying, so willing to blindly put their faith in each other. And for some reason, it made me sick. Oh my god. Never underestimate the strength of human connection. I am quite familiar with this idea. What kind of captain would I be if I can't even handle a small crew of 15? What is this horrible feeling of contempt? Why do I feel this way when everyone else seems so hopeful? The voice inside me was answered by another. You've all got it all wrong. The students turned their attention towards Eva, surprised by her words. Uh-oh. Do you actually believe no one here will try to kill? You're really naive. I don't know how you made it as a lawyer. Hey now, let's not. Why is was the thing just called Y2K just now? Well, instead of resorting to random ad hominem attacks, why don't you explain your reason?
It's the truth.
It's obvious. Compared to normal people, ultimates are more prone to killing, not less. Living with constant praise from the public has ruined our sense of self. If you need examples, just look around the room.
What a joke.
Excuse me?
Look.
In the outside world, ultimates would do anything to further their own goals. The same is probably true here. Once you realize your dreams can only be achieved if you escape, you'll resort to murder.
Can't you see?
If you continue to convince all of these people to trust each other, they'll only be more vulnerable. Unless that was your plan all along, is it possible you want to make everyone vulnerable so that it'd be easier for you to kill them? That's
enough.
Wait, actually? Was Wolfgang actually? Hold on, I need a sip of water. Was he actually? Suddenly, Ingrid stepped in front of Wolfgang protectively. Wolfie's done nothing wrong. He's given all of us a vote of confidence. Yeah, it's something we all needed. So stop trying to turn us against each other, please. The horrible feeling grew stronger as the other students admonished Eva. It grew stronger and stronger, and I knew I had to say something. Eva's right. Huh?
No.
Damon, not you too. Look, I get it. You want to make the situation less scary for everyone. But Eva made a good point. All of us have a clear motivation to leave this place, even at the cost of other people's lives. Whether it's to see our families again or for the sake of our talents. No, I would never kill anybody. She's definitely gonna kill. Diana, you yourself admitted you had too much to achieve. Don't you see how that's playing into the masked man's hands? This whole world ultimates thing is pretty inane anyways. After meeting all of you, it's clear none of us have the same goals. What are you insinuating? Don't we all carry the same obligation to improve the world we live in? His question angered me more than anything that had just been said before. I can no longer suppress my true feelings. Look, the title barely means shit nowadays, alright? Most ultimates are just dullards obsessing over some pointless hobby. Their talents don't contribute anything of worth. The only thing they're capable of is leeching off public attention for their own goals. That was funny. That was funny. I can't even lie. Oh, that tickled me.
You've got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me. Running a business that feeds millions is pointless? Some of you are an exception, obviously, but come on. There's no way the rest of you can improve the world we live in with your niche fixations. Don't you mean rest of us? You're an ultimate too. Yeah, what the hell makes you so special? I could feel the words warming their way into my soul. What makes you so special? Well, I can actually achieve many things with my talent. I can argue policy, consider ethics and morality. Better yet, I was the one who got you guys through that trial. Is that really what happened? I remember all of us helping out. Yo, I see what's going on. You think you're better than us just because you can say words nobody understands. Well, that kind of stuff is relative. Like, tell me what a dragster is. Do you know? Watch your step, lest you trip and fall from the unparalleled heights of your vanity. I'm disappointed in you. How are you so concerned about making yourself look good when we're in the middle of a death game? Wait, I wasn't trying to. It was no use. They turned against me, hurling obscenities, scowling, or simply shaking their heads. Phew, do I sense anger, hatred, an unquenchable sense of bloodthirst? Well, save that for later. I'm the only person who can spill blood in the courtroom. The elevator will take you back to the killing game arena. We've cleaned up the crime scene and prepared a dorm room for each of you. Thanks. Now can you get lost? Okay. He returned to his podium with the masked woman trailing closely behind. The bizarre mechanism that brought him into the courtroom lowered the two of them into the ground and out of sight.
Hey.
Still, we're not going to kill anyone. Right, guys? No matter what happens, we're all gonna make it out of here, okay? Ooh, shit. It was only when the madman had left that reality truly began to set in. Ooh. I'm trapped in a killing game with people who despise me. And in their defense, you really did that to yourself. Like, I get where him and Eva were coming from. Y'all all have a motive to get out of here, whether that be your talents, your family, money, lifestyle, etc., so on and so forth. At the end of the day, Daimon went about it the complete wrong way. Like, I think, like I said in the first episode, what Daimon fails to understand is that they're all ultimates for a reason. They might be useless in his eyes, yes. However, they have been brought to the school because they can bring something to the table he cannot. You feel me? So, like, the fact that he's trying to put himself on a pedestal to make himself seen better, when at the end of the day, they all made it to that academy. They're all on the same level, whether that be in different skills or not. They still are on the same wavelength. So the fact that he is making himself seen higher and better than everybody else, yeah, like, you went about it the wrong way. How did this happen? I just wanted to help. I just wanted to make sure we didn't trust each other too easily. And now I'm being treated like the bad guy. Will these people practice what they preach? Will they really refuse to kill? Can't trust anyone here. For better or for worse, it's me versus them. So cute, the beginning of the end, the beginning of an unfathomable nightmare with unrelenting despair, the beginning of the killing game. Ooh, oh shit, hold on. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh! Is this an intro? This is so cool, bro. Hello, what was his name? Sorry, I'm like so enchanced. Damn, she is short. Yo, this was cool. How long is this about to be? 2 hours again? I said I wasn't gonna do this and I was gonna split it up if I needed to. Oh, this is too cute. To be continued. Best believe I will be there when chapter 1 comes out. This game is already just sickening. I love it. Alrighty, so I'm going to end this episode here. I would like to start off by saying, let me give my credit where credit is due to the voice actors, developers, artists, composers, everybody who helped make this game so far. Big props to y'all, because this right here is cool and I love it. I'm excited to play the game as it comes out. You know, I follow them on Twitter and whatnot, so I will be keeping an eye out for updates shortly after chapter 1 comes out. Best believe I will be there. I'm excited to see how this comes out because wow, like the tension, the stakes are crazy. So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, will be back for chapter 1 100% and all the chapters after that. Thank y'all so much. Kiss of joy, I don't know. Mwah. And yep, see y'all in the next episode or video in general. You know, goodbye everyone.